In life, there are two precious things: time and connections. Once lost, they are hard to restore as they were before. In today's fast-paced world, each of us has relationships and companions who journey with us through life. Some people enter our lives as gifts, bringing light, support, and transformation. Yet, not everyone is aware enough to recognize the value of these gifts when they are present. Today's topic leads us to a profound lesson on karma, connections, and how to live in alignment with the Dharma when we encounter those who fail to appreciate our presence. Life is not always smooth. We meet people who enter our lives as blessings, but instead of cherishing them, they disregard or even hurt us. This is no coincidence. Such connections carry a profound lesson, for both us and them. The wise hold no grudges, the afflicted do not lament. Everything in life happens due to conditions. Sometimes we give our best, sharing and supporting others, only to receive indifference or even harm in return. This may lead us to question why kindness is not reciprocated. However, it is precisely in these moments that life silently teaches us about karma, about living freely and peacefully amid the ever-changing nature of connections. The journey to find meaning in imperfect relationships is not unique to any one person. It has been illuminated by the Buddha's wisdom for over 2,500 years. He taught that every encounter, no matter how brief or lasting, carries a mission to connect, teach, or transform. It is often through seemingly adverse connections that we are given the opportunity to practice compassion and wisdom. Every meeting in life is not random. The Buddha taught, nothing happens outside the law of conditions. We come together as a result of past karma, and these interactions offer opportunities to learn and transform. Yet, due to ignorance, a lack of understanding and mindfulness, others may fail to recognize the value of such connections. Reflecting on the Buddha's era, a prime example is the story of Anathapindika, renowned for his compassion and tireless dedication. He selflessly donated his wealth to purchase the Jetavana Grove as a monastery for the Buddha and the Sangha. However, not everyone in his family appreciated or supported his actions. His eldest son, lacking insight, initially disrespected his father's generosity and even opposed him. Yet Anathapindika did not let this lack of respect deter him. Instead, his unwavering kindness eventually inspired his son to realize the value of love and generosity. In this life, no one brings us suffering, nor does anyone grant us happiness. Everything arises from the mind. This teaching of the Buddha serves as a guiding light when we face the impermanence of relationships. Life is inherently a series of meetings and partings, joys and pains, including the heartache when our kindness goes unappreciated. In daily life, we are often like Anathapindika in our own stories, offering light and support, yet sometimes met with misunderstanding or harm. While such moments can be disheartening, instead of harboring resentment, we must understand that these hurts are opportunities to practice compassion, let go, and grow. Anathapindika's story, as one of the wealthiest and most compassionate merchants during the Buddha's time, is not just a tale but a timeless lesson. Despite dedicating his fortune and heart to building the Jetavana monastery, he faced criticism, exploitation, and resistance from those around him. Yet, he viewed these challenges as opportunities to cultivate patience and compassion. Similarly, in life, when we encounter people who fail to value our kindness, it is not a time for despair. Rather, it is a valuable lesson that karma brings, a reminder that everything is interconnected. When we sow seeds of kindness, the results will come at the right time, even if not from those we initially helped. The Buddha taught that true compassion seeks no return because only when our hearts are unconditional can we truly find peace. Through the Buddha's teachings and stories, we can see that even from pain, we can discover the light of enlightenment, learn to love without attachment, and live freely amid life's many changes. Indeed, the Buddha once taught, "Be like a lotus flower, rise above the muddy waters without being stained." If someone treats us poorly, there is no need to cling to the pain or seek revenge. Instead, we should learn to let go, as harboring anger only burns us in the flames of our own fury. The Buddha exemplified this through his life. On one occasion, while on his alms round, he encountered a man who insulted and verbally abused him harshly. The Buddha calmly smiled and asked, "If someone brings a gift to another, but the recipient refuses to accept it, to whom does the gift belong?" The man replied, "Of course, it still belongs to me." The Buddha then said, "Likewise, your insults, if I do not accept them, remain with you." This profound teaching disarmed the man, who realized the futility of his actions. Through this story, the Buddha imparted a lesson not only on dealing with insults but also on the importance of self-control and equanimity. When we refuse to internalize the negativity directed at us, it cannot harm us. Conversely, if we hold on to resentment or try to retaliate, we become the first to suffer. The Buddha's approach to dealing with ignorance offers us a vital lesson: not all harm requires retaliation. Instead, equanimity, compassion, and wisdom are the keys to navigating challenging situations while freeing ourselves from suffering. Equanimity is a form of inner strength that keeps us steady amidst life's storms. Compassion lights the way, enabling us to view all events with a broad, non-judgmental heart. Wisdom, in turn, unlocks the door to liberation, freeing us from the grip of negative emotions and impulsive reactions. In relationships, when we sense that others fail to value us, we can find peace by recognizing that such experiences are part of the journey of karma and connections. Perhaps we are here to plant seeds of goodness, and their lack of appreciation teaches us the lesson of letting go. The Buddha emphasized, attachment is the root of all suffering. Only by releasing our expectations can we truly live freely, unbound by the actions or words of others. Consider the story of Kisagotami, a woman during the Buddha's time. She lost her only child and was consumed by endless grief. Desperate, she sought the Buddha's help to bring her child back to life. The Buddha did not refuse her but asked her to find a mustard seed from a household that had never experienced death. Kisagotami searched everywhere but could not find such a home. She ultimately realized the truth of impermanence. All things must undergo birth, aging, sickness, and death. Similarly, in relationships, the pain of being undervalued or hurt is part of life's impermanence, guiding us toward the deeper understanding of its nature. To live according to the Dharma when faced with people who do not appreciate us, we must first maintain a peaceful mind, avoiding resentment. Next, practice compassion by wishing them well on their path, understanding that everyone has their journey and lessons to learn. Finally, turn inward, focusing on self-improvement to become a source of positive energy for the world. Life is full of challenging connections, but these adversities are valuable opportunities for growth and transformation. Living in alignment with the Dharma is not just about loving others but also knowing when to let go. As the saying goes, be the flower that blooms with fragrance, even in the hand of one who plucks it, it only spreads its sweet scent. When we live with a serene heart and compassionate spirit, all adverse conditions transform into opportunities for elevation, enriching both life and faith. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel to support me and ensure you don't miss any great content.